if there was justice, maybe that would give some relief. But there wasn't any. So I live out here, away from everything and everybody. Just me and my dog.
Dropped me right into the environment of the piece, right from the top with that music and the narration. And getting to see her, I knew exactly who she was, what her mission was, and where it was she was living. And I think that's so integral to the feeling of the piece, and let us sink into our motivations. I thought it was difficult to watch, but I loved the vigilante justice and a revenge story. And I thought it was really clean, focused, and there was nothing gratuitous in it at all. That was really sharp filmmaking.
This one is very in your face, and it derives its horror from something that isn't conceptual or abstract, but is a very real thing that happens to real people. And I thought that was a nice change of pace. It's doing something different, and I also thought that it was executed here quite well. The setting was something else that really stuck out to me. It's captured very nicely. The whole thing is tense from start to finish, and I think that it held my attention the whole way through. The lead performance was very intense, something that I really appreciated. I think that it's working to help the film get across what it wants to get across. The film also doesn't try to dilute or sanitize its subject matter with kind of lightening up on its imagery or dialogue. And while that did make the film definitely unpleasant to watch at times, I think that was necessary. I think that's what the filmmakers were going for, and that's something that I can respect and appreciate. I think that this film was well done, looked great. It was well put together, well acted, convincing performances from all sides of the cast.
I thought the writing was good. The performances were also really good. The way the story was paced was really strong. Just expert execution, both in the writing and the direction. Just made for a film that had the feel and formula, even if you will, of a larger film, of a full-length feature film. Just had that general shape, really, again, expertly done in that regard. And the other elements, the score was fantastic, and the sound. So again, a lot of strong elements to this one that came together to really make a excellent film.
This is really intense. I thought they did a really good job of showing why she, her flashbacks, and why she was choosing to live in such isolation anyway, because then it explained and helped really set up not only how she found them in the middle of the woods or, just off the river or whatever, but also, why she reacted the way that she did. So it didn't feel like it was out of control or anything like that, because you would assume, in situations like that, the first, I think, thing that most people would do would be to call the police, but they did a really good job of showing why that wasn't her first instinct, because she used to be an officer of some kind, but then also that she would just kind of take things into her own hands, and why she reacted and to get justice, as it were, as she sees it.
I loved the laundry room shot and all the overhead shots of the protagonist in her canoe. I thought all of those were very beautiful. The narrative structure worked well with the flashbacks. We sort of had the protagonist's actions explained in real time with those flashbacks, and it helped with that emotional impact, of course, seeing that she's avenging someone very close to her in the end, which makes her rather violent actions understandable. And the acting of the main character was also very believable, especially when in the end we see her helping the girl, and we sort of see that in her face, that she is devastated for the girl, but also glad that she was able to help someone in the way that she wasn't able to help.
Roxanne, the actress, just dominates the screen. She's very expressive. She's got the physicality needed to carry through the role of a policewoman and a survivalist, really. And so you can't see enough of her in this film. Now, and there's some other aspects of the film which give insight into the complex nature of the character, and through the actress, that understanding which is more understood than said. The male characters handle their roles well, despite, of course, the obvious pitfall in any movie like this to be playing good old boys stumbling around causing trouble. But it manages to avoid some of that.
Great horror short about this woman that goes into the swamp lands, and she's able to avenge like these people, these bad people. One of them trying to rape a woman. Her vengeful tirade. So that was pretty cool. The shooting with the shots were pretty good, but it had a great message in the end. Message of what the cost of revenge and how it affects other people.